Hey yo, hey yo. So this question came across my desk. My wife asked me about this. So here's the thing, right? So she was watching something that kind of prompted her to ask this about just generally about guys in general. The question is, do men like romance? And then, and do men do we like romance and do we like affection, basically, right? And I kind of thought about it, right? Because my first answer was, yeah. But here's the thing, though. It's a little bit different. And I think when women don't think that we like that stuff, it usually has to do with the fact that they have a skewed view of, they have a skewed not skewed, sorry, that's not the right word. That's not the right word. I will say this: they have a different understanding of what romance is and what affection is. And when I say different, I mean it's just different. What the women expect when it comes to affection sometimes could be different than what men do. So this is just my opinion, right? I think sometimes it gets mixed up. Women, when they think of romance, they might think of, let me throw out some stereotypical things, right? Like flowers, chocolates, date night, things like that, right? I'm gonna just throw that out there. Some of y'all have different views on it, whatever. I'm not finna go, I don't want to split hairs with you. You're one of millions of people. We're all, you know what I mean? But I'm just throwing out there the things that I hear a lot. Men, some men are like, listen, if you watch the game with me, if you watch the football, the basketball, the soccer, you know what I'm saying, whatever, baseball game with me, that's romantic, right? Some men are like that. Some men, and there's got to be a guy out there that wants some flowers. I don't know who exactly it is. I don't know anybody like that that I know of. But some men want some flowers. Some men want some chocolate. For me, I don't know. A romantic thing to me, I look at romance as something that I would do for a woman. So I'm not sure if I'm in tune with what will be romantic for me. I guess coming home and maybe you come home and your wife is like dressed up a certain way that what's getting ready to go down, like maybe some, you know what I'm saying, some like she's wearing, I don't know, something sexy, you know what I'm saying, something like that. Like I would assume that would probably be romantic for me, you know what I'm saying? And again, that goes against what's romantic to women. Women don't see, it's not about anything you do. With women, romance is something that they don't have to, it's you do for them without assuming that you get something in return. So I'm not sure if I know of anything off the rip that as a man I want personally, from a romance standpoint. That's just my opinion. But I know that a lot of the times from in general, our understanding of romance and our understanding of affection is different. Just in general is different. You know what I'm saying? So, I know that, I'm aware of that. Affection is a curious thing because look, a lot of men don't even know they need affection until they get it. A lot of us don't know we need it until we get it. I learned very late on in the game that I like it, but it depends on what it is. I don't personally, I'm weird. I don't like to be kissed on and touched on a lot. I don't like holding hands. I don't. I'm not sure where that comes from. I don't know, but I'm not a huge fan of it. You know what I mean? But there was a time where I would do it a lot because I thought the other person wanted it, or you think the other person wants it, but you're not doing it because you want to, I think affection for me is conversation and acts of kindness. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I guess it's conversation and general interest in the person. General interest, like when I don't care what nobody says. When a woman you love big ups you, that's a big one. I'm like, that's one of the things I look for. Like, if you're with a woman and she big ups you, that's big. Ladies got to understand, man. A man's ego is serious, and I know, like, I learned also through marriage that in dating, a woman's ego is pretty big too. You know what I mean? But I spent so much time in my life big upping. You big up the woman that you're with, and you don't even know until later on that as a man you're like, damn, where is my, you know what I'm saying? Where is my, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of women that you'll meet that don't know how to do the same thing back to you. It's not necessarily that they don't want to do it. Some of them don't know how to. They're so used to getting it done for them. They're like, oh wait, you need stuff too? That's a big part of marriage. That's a big part of like a real relationship is realizing that all the things that you thought were this and all the things you thought were that ain't even that. Ain't even that. It's literally you realizing that it's you coming to terms that everybody is just humans and they have things that they need. All the things in your mind you thought women were, all the things in your mind you thought men were, most of that's not true. In reality, men are sensitive, men need affection, men need attention. In reality, sometimes your wife don't want attention, don't want affection, doesn't want you to fix her problems. But you thought that was the case, But I think with affection is weird for guys because, affection just it varies and it depends on what he's comfortable with. It's a weird area. But I told my wife, I told her the kind of things you do now are cool. I just, like I said, for me, I like to get a good big up. And again, by the way, big upping your man is not helping his fragile ego. One thing I will tell you, I'm about to be 37 years old. Don't let nobody tell you men have fragile egos and women don't. Everybody has an ego. Might be big, might be small. I think the issue is there's a lot of men that kind of go about life. They're ego driven. So everything that they do needs to feed their ego, or else they're not stimulated. She's not the one because she doesn't feed my ego every day. Because in reality, people don't feed each other's egos all the time. Every outfit you wear, your man is not going to say you look good in that outfit. You might look good in it to him, but he's not going to say it every time. Every time you put on a nice suit, your wife or your girlfriend ain't gonna tell you look good every time. Sometimes you just got to know you look good. You feel me? That's just the reality of it. So everybody's not like our jobs is not like your job is not to feed each other's ego. There's so much more to the job. But I will tell you that affection to me, that's part of it. It don't need to be consistent. I think I'm pretty normal with that. For the most part, if I put something on and I think I look good, then I look good. I don't. That's just how I feel. Like if I put something on and I look good, I look good. I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? It ain't really up to anybody else, but it is really good to know that you're wanted by your significant other, and that goes into like anything. They start a new job, they start a business, they have a side hustle, they have a show interest in it. You know what I'm saying? Show interest in it, because a lot of us, for example, for me, right? A lot of us, I had a side hustle for many years, and a lot of us that have it don't have anybody to talk to about it because maybe not everybody's in that hustle, right? Or maybe everybody is not an entrepreneur. But I think affection could also be showing an interest and giving a special support to that person that's, you know, that's in that job, that's in that side hustle, that's in like whatever interest it might be. It might even be they like drawing, right? And motivating that person and doing it. You know what I mean? I'm big on that. If you tell me you want to do X, Y, and Z, then how can I help? Period. Period. How can I help? I don't have to believe in it necessarily. I don't have to want to do it, but I know that it's really hard to find. I know that from experience. Like what I do, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have anybody to talk to about this. What I do, like on YouTube, like what I'm doing, I don't have anybody to talk to about this. I can't sit down and have a conversation about it with anybody. Nobody's actually really interested. The people who I talk to about this is you guys. That's, you know, that's one of the amazing things about YouTube is you create a group. And a lot of people feel that way. But affection, to me, part of it is when somebody shows like a supreme interest in what you have going on. They don't need to dive in it and do whatever, you know what I mean? Or a support, like a big support in it, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. But a lot of us, like I said, and men and women both have, you know, side hustles from time to time. I think with men, we look at it as more of a providing kind of scenario rather than a for the love of it because of like our nature, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Honestly, it's what we're looked to do. You know, we're looked to provide and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it's always good to, hey, I'm doing this and I'm really interested in something. What your significant other is interested in, for sure. Like, ask them questions. Ask questions about it. You know what I mean? It's easy, but a lot of us men don't have that. And I'm here to tell you, if you're a woman and you're watching this, that can be a huge part of affection. Sitting down and talking to a person about something that they're interested in, you know? Something that they do, like, you know what they like to do because they tell you about it, because it requires time. Like, ask them a question, ask them about it, you know? Like, how was that? How did you record that? How many views you're getting? What's your channel doing that? Like, that kind of stuff. Don't ask me now because it ain't where I want it to be. I ain't monetized yet. Ask me at 1,000 subscribers. But yeah, man, so I'm gonna cut this video, you know, right now. I ain't gonna lie, because I'm not trying to babble on and all that. I can make this 15 minutes but not talk about nothing. So yeah, let me know in the comments how you feel. Men like affection, men like romance. We just like it a bit different. Honestly, with the romance, we want to get, I mean, it's just various ways to get into your draws. I ain't gonna lie to you. It ain't too much. Anyway, I digress. Like I said, I'm gonna holla at y'all, man. I'm gonna close out the video. Comment, subscribe, comment, let me know, like I said, what your opinion is. Let me know if I got this all wrong. You got it all wrong. You're absolutely wrong. Let me know, man. I'm gonna holla at y'all.